And we are live out of our normal location. We are still at MomoCon. Day 4.
So tired.
I'm exhausted. He's
So
exhausted.
tired.
The audio is a little mixed up because we're in very close proximity to each other, so bear with us. It's still a blessing to be with y'all. Without further ado, let's hit the opening. All right, guys, without further ado, The Last of Us finale actually has already dropped. So we're going to go ahead and get that pulled up. Per usual, I'll be synced this time with my phone, so I'll let you know what I got. Best case scenario. Can it flip? Oh, it can flip all the way around. Ain't that beautiful? That is lovely,
It's
folks.
so weird.
He's just embarrassed
I'm not
by my
embarrassed.
awesomeness.
I'm tired.
He's tired. He's grumpy. Antonio, you're on time. Now you're actually early. That's crazy. Never seen this Antonio before.
What's going on, Antonio? Just, hey, man, I hope I can make it through this.
He's fading. It's been, when I say I put him in through the steps of, getting all your extra steps in.
35,000 steps.
Like per day. It's been let's just say it's been a killer. It's been a blessing, though, to be hanging out with everybody from MomoCon, getting to know them, exchange socials, networking, as people say. It's like it's just one person getting to know another person. But with the episode already up, what I should say, if you won't try and beat my cup up on the table.
I will beat your cup. Literally, we're sitting, like, he's right in front of me.
Like, my hand is over here.
See, stop touching stuff.
So it's going to be a weird setup, folks. I'll give you guys a time marker here in a second. Once I get it pulled up, skipping the intro because who needs an intro for The Last of Us?
Hold on, my sound ain't working. Oh, I know why.
He never turned on his headset.
This is how tired I am.
Isn't that just lovely? But hey, our minute marker. All right, now, wow, from the phone, it's not really helpful. I ain't gonna lie to you. They really just kind of leave you hanging there. I got 4 minutes, 10 seconds. 4 minutes, 10 seconds. I had to figure out how to do it in reverse. I was staring at myself in the camera. It got me all messed up. It has been an insane con. So blessed and thankful MomoCon's having us, or had us, I should say, because now it's firmly in our review. But let's get on with our syncing time here. 4 minutes, 10 seconds, dropping it in the chat for everyone to go ahead. That is
4 minutes and 10 seconds.
That is the sync time. It's because of the intros, because of all the flashbacks, because we had a flashback episode last week. They had to skip us ahead to now.
I'm at a minute.
So, without further ado, is everyone ready?
I'm in a minute 43.
Go ahead, catch up at 4 minutes, 10 seconds. That's after the intro because it's a flashback, small bit of information, intro, then this good stuff. We do. Antonio, you're supposed to tell us we look absolutely gorgeous as opposed to tired.
You're too far ahead.
I'm not too far ahead. Go ahead, 4 minutes.
What did you see?
Literally nothing that pertained to me.
So you didn't see the surgery that he's doing on her right now. This wasn't a flashback. You're skipping stuff. Antonio, we get to yell at Brent. Like, literally, he's trying to take the arrow out of her right now. What did you miss?
Nothing. Nothing happened. There was a Stephen King advertisement. Then there was HBO advertisement. Flashback from last week. Joel and Ellie's argument. Followed up by the intro. 233 is literally in the middle of that.
Literally looking at her with an arrow coming.
It says recap.
Mine doesn't say recap.
Sir, are you watching the right episode in the right series? You're making us look very unprofessional right now.
Bro, I'm so tired.
Get with the program.
I'm so tired. Hold on.
I believe in you, but you're killing me right now. Antonio's ready. He's early.
I got a question.
What?
Do you see a lady at the bottom doing sign language?
No.
What am I watching?
You're not watching The Last of Us. Pull up The Last of Us, fool.
I am watching it.
There's a walkie-talkie sitting on a table. We're looking at some clouds in the background.
I'm watching The Last of Us. It's right here.
Episode 7.
Yes.
Are you ready now? 4 minutes, 10
Come
seconds.
over here, look. Come over here, look.
I don't want to get up. That's how tired I am, folks. My feet are just like screaming at me. A little bit of fourth wall breaking. If you see something, I apologize. I'm wearing comfy pants. 4 minutes, 10 seconds. This is not the right.
Did you not see this?
This is not the right episode.
What is this?
Why do you have an ASL?
I don't know.
Get out of the one with American Sign Language.
This is where it was.
Just click on it.
I did.
With ASL. Why is all of yours with American Sign Language? Like, I mean, I love American Sign Language. Great thing to have.
This one doesn't say it.
Why?
I don't.
Just click on it.
I did. It's going right back here.
All right. Get out of here. Where's your settings?
So Antonio, how have you been?
Everything's perfect. Except you have an American Sign Language lady. Why do you have an American Sign Language lady? You're way off. That marker. Why is yours so different than mine, though?
You see what I'm saying? It's not me. It's not me.
Yours is way different. Are they sending out different minute things for everything? They are. Mine has tons of advertisements. Because this is what I have.
Nope.
Yours is at a minute 10 versus mine's there at 4 minutes.
Antonio.
I got 3 minutes of buffering shenanigans. Isn't this great entertainment, folks? Just the best of the best live.
I knew I wasn't that tired.
Everyone should be looking at a walkie-talkie on a table with a gray background. If you're on your computer, apparently it's a minute 10. For my phone, somehow it's 4 minutes and 10. I don't know what that's about, but without further ado,
wait, Antonio, make sure Antonio's ready.
He said ready, so I'm just waiting for Antonio to confirm.
Also because he was going by your minute mark.
Antonio, what do you see on your screen, good sir? Other than our exhausted faces. So, as I know, I am feeling it. I have not walked, let alone walked as much as we did. In what he's ready.
All right,
he's
so
ready.
Ready.
And 3, 2, 1. Let's hit play.
I'm playing.
You're always playing.
You had me so confused.
I don't know what's going on with yours and why is yours is American Sign Language.
I was watching.
Yeah. Oh, yep. They're pulling out the arrow.
This is what I was seeing. That's why.
So you were right.
4 minutes. I don't know why I have the little sign language lady up here. I don't care.
It just knew you were special, so you needed some extra help.
I don't need anything else to look at.
But American Sign Language is beautiful, so thanks to everyone who knows that and understands that. 416 for me for some reason. What is going? See, we're out of our home base of operations. Everything's just screwy.
Literally, we both are.
Will must be so pleased with just doing God knows what. As he's been busy. But if you see me staring off here, that's where I have my phone set up. And she's hanging out with her baby daddy and her baby mama, I guess.
Nope. Baby daddy and girlfriend. So
they're an unofficial, official throuple. Interesting. I support the shenanigans. Have fun, y'all. If it was between consenting adults, it means nothing to me.
Nah.
Yeah, do your thing. But pulling an arrow out of somebody's leg, dang.
And you're never supposed to pull the backwards. You're supposed to pull it forward.
You're supposed to pull it all the way through?
All the way through.
So basically you take off the end and
then
boop.
Break off the back end, yank it.
Ugh. Sounds awful. Pew, 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 pew.
I'm going to go ahead and make this disclaimer. I'm probably going to be watching the American Sign Language lady more than the show.
Is she entertaining? She's throwing out really cool signs?
Yeah.
Well, isn't that beautiful? And you guys are hearing Tony okay?
Probably not.
Looks like we're using the audio from the computer as opposed to his mic, because his mic can't pick me up, but like the computers are like touching. Oh, so it looks like they're bunkered down in Seattle. Yep, audio's good. Thanks, Antonio. Appreciate you. I won't try and distract you too much from the show.
Antonio, make sure you go check out our MomoCon shorts.
He's busy. Let him watch the show.
Oh, yeah.
Antonio's here for usually our Marvel, our DC stuff if it has a beautiful woman, aka Sophia Falcone, or if it's got some other stuff like that.
I just headbutted the picture again.
He's hit his head on the wall, and people got the pleasure of seeing that forever. You're the one that wanted to sit like this.
It's fine. I didn't want to sit next to you. I've been close to you all day.
It's been a lot. He's just been practicing like punching me in the throat, chopping me in the throat. Because, I mean, he'd be around me for 24 hours a day, 5 days, even though we had never officially met until I arrived on, what, you saw me on Tuesday?
Yes.
Tuesday. So.
Oh.
Oh.
Ellie's looking at the wound.
Things don't look good. At least it's not a bite. Because that would be a problem.
You know, I'm thinking in these times, the more scars you have, the more attractive you are.
Scars could be a sign of beautification. In some cultures, it really truly is. But in this would be something. I might have passed out just from the air going right on through. I'm just happy the internet quality is good and nothing seems to be laggy this far, you know.
Why? Why would you mention it?
Had a knock on wood. I don't have a filter due to our exhaustion because they can see the bags. Look, I haven't slept about as much as they have during the zombie apocalypse while we're getting everything going on with Ellie and her girl.
I still honestly do not think they have enough material for 2 more seasons.
I mean, next season is apparently supposed to focus on Abby, which, you know, kind of leaves us in a weird spot for what the stakes will be for this episode.
God,
but again,
wow.
That's a
look at all that
rumor. That's a
ow. Out there.
Ow.
So, for those who have not played the game, Abby does have her own playthrough in part 2. But I don't think it's enough for 8 episodes. It will start to get boring if we do 8 episodes of just Abby.
Because it really did seem to be, at least what the online people are saying, because I've read through a couple of forums, that once Joel did die, he went from quality up here to just slowly teetering down. Like it leveled off. Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't what you were used to.
I'll put it to you like this. It went from Daredevil season 1 to season 2. I think that's the best way to put it for people who watch more online content than actually play games.
Oh.
The game isn't bad, but it's just like we discussed earlier. Black Panther 2 was not a bad movie, but it followed a great movie, so it made it look worse. The Last of Us 2 is a slow burn. Very. The story does tank a little bit, but it's the conclusion which you need.
Mm-mm. And right now, Ellie is definitely laying into I just kept hurting her. I just kept hurting her. She's like just completely remorseless. Technically, she didn't kill her. They'd be the spores.
She was already dead.
Yeah. I just watched her die.
She put her out of her misery because she would have turned.
And also, check out our shirts, y'all. We finally got shirts. Not on the merch page, but this is just for MomoCon, so it looks official.
It's over there.
Mine still smells. I just haven't gone through the process yet.
We also have the hats that he has on.
Geek Variants. You've seen the front of it on Will's. So he just spins it all the way around. I always wear mine backwards. Shout out to Ken Griffey Jr. Greatest center fielder I've seen.
He's still not cool.
No one said it was Ken Griffey Jr. Just a little homage.
Oh, they're having lovely moments.
Oh, Ellie does deserve some tender moments. Like, her life has been
trash.
Yeah. It's been one series event. It's just going rapidly down.
And then she met Joel. Then it did this.
And then she became a teenager.
And then she became a teenager. Then she made up with Joel. And then he died.
Yeah. Because Joel seemed very, very old-fashioned. So, like, finding out Ellie was, like, Ellie was gay. It was just like, oh my God.
Right.
What?
He had to come to terms with it.
Yeah. And then when he finally did, like, much better parent.
Yeah. And now Ellie's up here explaining what Joel did and what got him killed.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew it.
Mm-hmm. But not everybody else knew it.
And it won't matter to Tommy. Tommy's going to lose his mind.
Up in here. Tommy's going to lose his mind. Sorry.
He's been doing that all damn weekend. Just singing.
I've got like certain rhythms and certain cadences that pop in my head, and then I just change all the words. Not even a quarter of the way as talented as Weird Al, though. Shout out to you, Weird Al.
Stop.
Shenanigans.
I don't know why this affects her as much as it affects Ellie. It should affect Ellie more what he did.
Yeah, because like I know she looked up to him, but like if I looked up to say like your parent, I never like met them before, or like they had been a part of my life, it wouldn't affect me nearly as much. You know, it's not
Right.
my biological parent.
Right.
I can have an attachment. That's fine. It's not the same thing.
I can't really tell you if Tommy's going to show up soon. It will be a spoiler, but I would say look forward to an appearance. There is things that are Tommy appropriate for the game that they have to put in here. It was a minor change because Tommy was with Joel when he got beat to death in the game. So he didn't find out secondhand what happened. He know. So
it's an interesting change thus far, but it doesn't seem to have affected anything too crazy because Tommy still showed up.
I'm fine with it. It was a small change.
It's just the internet reacted immediately. It's like, oh my God. And the writer's like, bro, wait a week. We'll give you something.
Had no effect on anything. They just switched out one person. Tommy still has a big role coming. So there you go.
That girl's tough as nails. Just willing to fight that out. That's something different. I ain't built for all that.
Was. I'm so tired.
You're gonna keep hitting your head on that wall.
I've hit it like 6 times.
But at the same time, like it looks like Ellie's finally having a healthy relationship with someone.
Yes.
Someone who can set boundaries for her and tell her no, and she's actually gonna be like, fine. But also her trying to embrace her sensitive side and baby her in this environment that's gonna be a tough one. It's a tough sell. Because Tommy's just out there in the field by himself.
I'm gonna pose a question to you.
Mm-hmm.
These three and Tommy. Who's the most important?
Tommy. He's got too much experience. Ellie is easily second because she can't be immune.
Antonio, man, let me tell you something. My vocal cords are gone.
We've talked to so many more people than we normally do. It's like I talk for a living. He talks for a living. But also we have selective moments where we can just sit there and be like, I don't got to talk to nobody for X amount of time. From the minute we wake up, we're either confirming schedules, making sure everything's ready, then heading out, then we're interviewing people. We're doing interview panels, and we're just doing crazy amounts of stuff. So when I'm exhausted, get like that half asleep voice. But we'll see how Ellie's going to manage to hold up. I think the guy whose name I can't remember.
I can't remember his name either, but we'll just say Baby Daddy.
Yeah, Baby Daddy is important and he's competent, but I don't know if he's better than the girl with an arrow through her knee because she's tough. She's tough as nails. Giving her props.
He is.
But yeah, I would say Tommy to answer your question.
Let's not forget he was in charge of training. Jesse. I think it might be Jesse.
Might be. I think Antonio's right. I'm just terrible with names, and then you add sleep deprivation on top of it.
Jesse's figuring out that Dina is pregnant.
He knows.
No, he just figured it out. Hey. Even past exhaustion, I'm smarter than Brent. And I just hit my head again.
Proves he's not. There's a reason I am on this side, though. Is like, I'm good. I just
always trying to keep me in the cone.
Hopefully, Jesse is not going to end up insanely jealous. Yeah, just fake it. Fake that you don't know that you're the one.
Facts.
Yeah, I'd be a little bit mad at Ellie too, given the situation.
Right.
It's like, I understand her leaving for love, but like, you just took my unborn child and put it in a war zone because you're selfish.
She didn't know at the time. She did tell her to go back, and Dina was like, no.
And no one's really going to tell Dina nothing. So,
but that looks like outside.
See, this is not the Seattle I grew up with, but definitely a lot of these streets look eerily similar to what I got going here. Who said he can't die? Death confirmed.
That is 100% a trope that always happens.
I can't die. I'm too important. I won't. Dies. Maybe just avoid that phrase.
Anytime you get morals or you realize that you are a bad person and are trying to change, you die.
Writers love making you care about a character only for you to just be mercilessly taken out right in front of everybody. Like, again, like we're watching, Black Panther, Killmonger. We finally realize something pivotal, dies. It's like, ugh.
And I can neither confirm nor deny if anybody dies.
It's in the game. Everyone.
I know.
You're just trying to hold the suspense.
Who dies. Yeah. Pretty much every character I know. Hey, we don't need that.
We do. That guy was crying too much.
Why are you going out there? You're outgunned. I understand you want to do it, but it's 6 of them and 2 of you.
Yeah, it's like.
And they have automatics. You got 1 automatic and 2 handguns. Why?
And my phone.
See?
Internet now has decided, let's have a moment. At least the laptop's fine, but we'll call it a second.
I got you.
Keep going ahead. Worst case scenario, I'm going to go hang out on his side and see what's going on. Keep the show rolling with the American Sign Language lady.
Why are you coming over here?
Mine froze.
Can you hear?
Nope, don't need to. I have the power of American Sign Language. Isn't it great? Hi, everybody.
Yeah, why you can't go out here and fight people. Antonio, don't laugh at this. We're already tired.
Love you, Antonio.
I just hit my head again.
And I'm standing next to the wall, and nothing's happening. I'm trying to queue up my phone real quick. It looks like they're doing some deep. Oh, he's back. She's still alive. She looks like she's aged
I can narrate because I can hear what's going on. You can't.
I'm still making educated guesses.
You're wrong. People. Nothing you said was right, except she was in front of him. That was it.
Look at the sign language lady. Hit your head again. Boop.
And basically, they're just saying how everything is set up.
I'm just waving at Antonio. Antonio, you're going to get CTE. It's probably already there, man.
It might be an improvement. You never know with me.
What is going on with the internet? Where we're staying is killing me.
Why are you even saying anything?
You mind? Hit your head.
So now everybody's looking for Abby.
Well, I hope so. Because she sounds like she sucks.
Abby is the most important soldier. No, he's not in love with Abby.
Abby do be kind of cute, though. Round 2. Fight. What's your marker? I'm back alive. Oh, everything's off.
Like 1917. 1920.
Now I have to wait for like an actual moment and change everything because I've got the Asian lady talking to the bald dude who was going crazy last week. They just sat down at a table.
He sat down at the table, so you're like 2 seconds behind me.
Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. See, look, it's a good recovery for how tired we are. This will easily be our worst live stream, folks. So
it might be the most entertaining, though.
That is true. I feel like 2 idiots. He's over there.
Yep, me and my concussion.
I genuinely hope you don't get a concussion. That would be awful. You have to stay up all night. And with the amount of cheese that you've had.
It's not going to be a good night for Brent. Just like you know.
Well, he's lactose intolerant, folks.
All right, here we go with Jesse and Ellie walking through a door.
Showtime.
Are you there?
Yes. I am like 3 seconds behind you, which is fine.
I won't jump when certain things come so I can see you jump.
I jump at everything. It's not saying much. I jumped during Finding Nemo. The opening scene with the Barracuda. Jumped. It just moved fast. I wasn't ready. It's also a kid when it happened, but you know.
You're a kid now. So Jesse and Ellie are just walking around now.
I'm going to argue about.
Read to baby.
Everyone's having such a good time getting along.
Oh, no, it's tension. Hey, Grover. It's still enjoyable when other people can't read in the apocalypse.
The I Spy book, baby. The classics. Shout out.
Look.
Y'all play the I Spy books as kids too, or just me?
Yeah, Jesse don't want to talk about what's going on with y'all. Your first priority is to get back home.
Yeah, Antonio. He gets it. This is going to be the Antonio stream. Just keep shouting you out.
Yeah, I remember that group.
Yes, I love her. I get it. Nothing else you can do, my guy. She is chosen. She's happy. Oh, wow. I am like 5 seconds behind you. Skip ahead 10 seconds. Talking about selling paintings and landscapes?
Yes.
Okay.
How you feeling? Falling for someone. And they fall right back. We good?
About close to it. Talking about the feelings of falling. Yeah.
Best 2 weeks of my life.
That's not there yet.
They're just basically talking. Talking about his feelings for Dina. Looking at Ellie. Telling her to back off with his eyes.
Yeah, he's interesting.
I've taught to put other people first. Yeah. It's normally how it goes.
Just kind of like, who saved your ass in Seattle? Ain't a soul. Oh, gunfire.
Yep, now you're ahead of me.
Hey. Let it happen.
2 seconds.
Yeah, if that. Tommy's probably going on a rampage. You do not give that man a sniper rifle.
Yeah, sniper, got to be Tommy. He's checking the map.
Knocking them off one by one.
Running up steps. Locked door.
Yep, they're just peeking around the beautiful city of Seattle. Coffee shop on every damn corner, by the way, if you haven't been. Seattle's passionate about coffee, and I don't know why.
The only good coffee is free coffee.
Yeah, that's an iconic Ferris wheel. That's where the ferry is down there.
Ellie's looking through binoculars.
Not anymore.
So you need to pause and wait.
Do I? 3, 2, 1. Boop.
Abby's in the aquarium.
They already talked about that. They're both just standing at each other blankly.
Tommy's over there.
Everyone knows that's Tommy. Now they're just arguing about who it is. I know him. He'd want me to do this.
Was 1.5 seconds.
Close enough.
I wish Antonio in the game it was, but they had to change it because everybody has to run around in gas masks, and we can't do that on TV shows because you have to see the people. So if you remember in the flashback episode where Ellie looked over and you saw the spore starting to fly, that was another shout out to the game. Ooh.
Ellie, why are you always such a sob story?
What if Jesse just yeets you off this skyscraper?
He easily could. You are not big like you are on the game. Just grab. Whee! All right. What happened to her? Tripped.
She tripped.
Or she got attacked.
Tommy's still shooting, folks.
Yeah, Tommy's got 4 shots off, so hopefully he's got 4 confirmed.
So
that's 5.
Jesse's leaving to go to Tommy.
Probably shouldn't.
Ellie's leaving to go find Abby. Definitely shouldn't.
Nah. If Tommy is making himself known, he wants to be known.
And it sounds like Tommy taking out a lot of folks.
Yeah, because there's 6 so far. So he should be nearing the end of his clip at the very least.
Not if it's bold action.
Oh, bold action ain't gonna be going for a while.
Reload.
Boop. Let's go. Make sure your shot is set up and you're good.
And I prefer bold action when I have a rifle.
Bold action for the pew pew. This is so dark you can't see anything. It's like watching Game of Thrones. Just say maybe Pedro has an ego like how Tom Cruise does for Iron Man. But yeah, he was literally the Mandalorian. And there's like 5 people that have been inside that Mandalorian costume. There's different people for different things. Yeah. Pedro only does the voice. Everyone else does like certain stunts that they're good at. Because Pedro knows his limitations.
Yeah, here we go.
Showtime. All right, Ellie, what are we going to do here, girl?
No.
You duck down under that car there. We were vastly outnumbered. There's like 12 boats. And each one of them is full. You need to hide under that car and hold on.
People a boat? Oh, more than that.
Yeah, there's like 8 people per boat. 8 people a boat, maybe 8 boats minimum. Looking at about 64 people.
Oh, and there's still be people coming out. God. Ellie, just sit down there and let it and wait. Don't do it. Be smart.
She's too impatient. It's her problem. Her need for vengeance and bloodlust has blinded her. It's like, I understand get back, but you got to do it the right way.
You got to be smart with it. 6, 7 boats.
Yeah, that's
So
a
at
lot
least
of folk.
50 people.
Hmm?
At least 50.
At least. That's like the conservative side of things. Just taking a boat. But I mean, island living would be the best thing you could possibly do during this pandemic. You would literally just the bridge, as long as you had enough food, spores ain't gonna come over. Island living. If you're Australia or Madagascar, even Iceland, definitely, you're safe.
You're safe.
Rest of the world, downwards.
I would say, no matter how bad the storyline has gotten, it's still beautiful just to look at.
Yeah. The cinematography and the shots that they got for this was great. Oh, girl, you don't realize.
Yep.
Ellie.
Yep. That's why people who have boats don't go out in storms.
Ever. And Seattle is known for having some crazy waves time to time, but mostly near ocean shores on the western side of the coast is where all the issues happen.
Can't do it.
Yeah, boats and me.
Oh, no quietness. Not quietness. Okay.
She's alive. Were anybody actually worried?
No.
She's the main character. She's impervious.
Ellie's the only character impervious to death.
Oh, hello, new friend. Who could you be? Oh, and you just left. You kind of look like you're one of those people who carve their faces, though. It is.
Oh,
that's a whistle. Yup. No thanks on the scars.
There it is.
Ellie, everything you've done since the start of this episode has gone from dumb to dumber.
She never makes smart decisions.
It's like Joel raised you better than this, and you know that. You just get so impassioned that you decide to go out and do shenanigans. Do your shenanigans responsibly, folks. Not what.
Now you get dragged through the woods by jokers.
I'd be a little scared. Oh, hello. I mean, she's not in any real danger because, again, main character, and they're trying to get 2 more seasons out of this, and she's carrying, so we'll see how she gets out of this one. Oh, hello.
Hello, strange woman.
With a hook. Is that a kid holding it? That is a kid holding it as well. Is the kid calling the shots?
That's right.
Oh, no. That is the last thing you want. Is the kid the prophet?
Now just think, if you just stayed where you were, this wouldn't be happening.
Yeah, Tommy better pop up, or because he's the only person that can make this work.
King Kong.
Oh, thank goodness. Maybe Mecha Godzilla shows up and just, oh, what? Boy, did she get. And then the magic weapon appears. Video games sometimes, man. It's like, why is that there? It just is. Don't question it. Are you going to go back out in your boat? The power of plot armor.
Heck yeah. At least she's smart enough to know to leave.
Yeah.
I'd rather face a wave than the hangman's noose.
Yeah. Let alone to be, hung and cut open at the same time. Ugh, no. Double no. Pilot this boat far more responsibly than before.
Yeah, it looks like somebody's blowing up the scars. We know who it is.
Not hard to guess.
Yeah. There's only a couple things going on in this area.
Yeah, there's like just scars and the idiots who can't spell wolf. You took out one letter. I'm still upset about that. I could be exhausted and I'm still upset about that. It's just so lazy. It's like spelling love, L-U-V.
I do that because I'm lazy.
I mean, at least you're honest. That is the respectable part of you. You haven't hit your head also about 20-some minutes, so good for you.
I've also scooched down in the chair. See? Look.
You just want to get a little closer to me, sugar?
You want to put my feet in your lap?
Absolutely not. I was trying to make him uncomfortable by trying to be like, rogue. Nope.
Stop playing with me.
All right, everyone. Ellie has officially made it back to land and see what kind of shenanigans she's going to get up to.
I like how everything is conveniently in one spot so she can climb. That's not how buildings are made.
But that's how video games are made.
That's how video games are made.
Everything is always the appropriate height to jump and move and adapt from one area to the other.
Well, not Skyrim because, physics.
Jumping up a vertical mountain. It's fine. You can do that with a horse, too. I just don't, because I usually put a lot of stuff in them and then they'll die tragically because I don't take care of my horses. So I just avoid the whole steps. But yeah, we'll be back to Skyrim when I get back. So if you're one of those people, I'll be coming for you. More dragons and shenanigans. I also have to catch up on Windbreaker and My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Everyone, so my apologies.
All thing I'm catching up on is sleep. That's it.
I have nothing but work ahead of me because guess who gets to edit all the footage from the last 4 days?
If I have to talk to people, you have to edit.
Ooh, there's a lot of blood. Wonder what was going on in here.
Oh my God, you're so far ahead of me.
Now you see him? Little blood patches. Nothing crazy.
That's not a lot of blood.
It doesn't look like a small amount.
That's not.
What? Are we involved with Ellie? Because make Will do it. Antonia's head's in the right space.
Will's working harder than we are, so
we just give him crap because that's how we are. He's working harder than we are.
Yeah, he's still working.
Probably. We haven't heard from him in hours, so man's busy.
Yeah, Will literally has worked 20 hours a day since
Wednesday?
Last Monday?
Wednesday.
No, last Monday.
No, last Monday he wasn't working that hard. Yeah. I was with him on Monday and Tuesday. He wasn't working that hard.
Besides the meetings.
Yeah, which weren't that hard. Some of them were just call-ins by phone. But like once Wednesday hit, nonstop on the clock. So.
All right. Ellie's looking. She's walking around with a gun.
Gonna get that thing.
I need her to decide which gun she's using. The revolver or the automatic. Because she's going back and forth and it's starting to annoy me.
Mm-hmm. Cons take a lot of work, Antonio. So shout out to everyone who's done one, ran one, or been a part of one. It's a lot of work. Y'all are the real heroes.
Y'all the reason it works so good.
Yeah. It was a fantastic con. Top to bottom. There's only like one thing we can complain about, but we won't bring it up here. We have a whole video about it already. It's in the shorts. And it was very minor.
Here we go.
Ooh. Are they going to have fight number 1?
No, not. It's 2 more her crew. I know what happens here too. How much? Oh, this is good. Yep. Please do it right.
That was the least confident hands up. You got to work on your delivery here. It's like, I don't know why you have a crew of 2 in times like this. The negotiations have begun. Who will survive?
So what? Don't care you kept me alive.
Dun, dun, dun.
You should start naming off everybody you killed.
Yeah, because everything's about to go crazy and all this, so see how they make it work. She's getting more confident. No, she's going off him either way.
She gonna shoot on.
I ain't believing a word she's saying. I was like, just do it. Get it over with.
It's like, we don't know. No.
I'd rather be put down this way than risk infection or whatever else we're already halfway on board with involving Abby. Sounds like we're all pretty tired of what has gone on and transpired. Because humans are fighting humans rather than humans are figuring out a way to stop this infection. Whoops. Gotcha.
You're still far ahead of me. Right the deck.
He's sleeping. Well, you can hear him leaking. That's a problem. What do you mean, oh God?
She got hit too.
Oh, 2-for-1 special. Oh, it's a triple kill. Oh, no. That is so unfortunate.
You need to pause because you're getting on my nerves.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I know what happened. Work fast and take your time.
She's fading. It's too late. Oh, no. Oh, this is tough.
For who?
Yes.
I'm too tired to cry. My emotions are shut off.
Well, I'm not saying it's tough, like I'm making it emotional, but it's a tough situation for anybody. It's like
3-for-1 special.
You get why Ellie did what she did, but she didn't have the information that she needed. Therefore, this came down the pipe, and it was just because now she's seeing Dina and her.
Yep.
Now she's gonna be even more. Woof. Talk about being conflicted. That's a good shot. Let's have it slowly drain.
3-for-1.
Yeah. I mean, great for saving ammunition. Horrible for everything else involved.
You got absolutely no information. Now you got
Tommy?
Yeah.
What a hero. Hey, all you gotta do is keep moving right now. Keep it moving. Because even, he's gonna feel some kind of way about this. Or he's being very sympathetic. There is no middle ground on this one.
He just walked in like, oh, she's over dead bodies. Gotcha.
So Tommy just casually went on a rampage, came back unscathed, and now Ellie's out here, queen triple kill.
Remember what I told you? Tommy or Joel, who's the bigger one?
They're both problems.
Tommy's no joke. Tommy is no joke.
This family, raised through abuse, turned out to be monsters when it came time for push to shove.
I just want you to know that little lady has disappeared off my thing. Oh, she's back. Never mind.
Shout out to the ASL sign language lady.
I don't know. I don't know how it happened. I don't care.
The American Sign Language and Antonio stream.
Don't ask her how she doing. Don't ask her how she doing.
He's gonna have to ask her.
Here we go.
Boy, is he handling this 1,000 times better than Joel would.
He's thinking through. Tommy's advantage over Joel is that he thinks before he acts. Joel's just going to go out there and break furniture.
It's like we all understand exactly what Tommy is saying. Of just people make their choices. It was a bad situation.
It's like
we have to keep going.
Will is Joel. I'm Tommy.
I'm uninvolved. I'm Switzerland in this whole situation.
You're the horse.
Everyone loves the horse character, though. I ain't gonna lie.
You ride with your little hooves like this, though. This is how you gallop.
People love the Skyrim horse. They love the Red Dead Redemption horse. Roach from The Witcher. Like, people love the horse characters. Hang in there.
I hit my head again. I sat back up and it was like.
We do not recommend trying this at home.
Jesse didn't want to come back. Tommy made him.
No. He would have left with Dina if he had the opportune moment.
Facts. You're still not friends.
They ain't going to like each other. They just understand what the situation is.
Oh, I almost spoiled something just then. I really was like about to say something, and then my brain said sleep, and I forgot what I was going to say.
I don't know, Ellie. I don't really believe you in that moment. Oh, hello. Peace is over. Use the chest.
I like how they just put their differences aside. Hey, we got to unify now. Yep.
And now he's out.
He's out. This is exactly
they got Tommy
from the game. Exactly from the game.
Dang. How do they even get the drop on Tommy? Does the game at least explain that?
No. But you also got to understand, in the game, Abby is more like Ronda Rousey than this one. She did.
This was dark. I was not prepared.
Antonio, this is what I was saying I couldn't spoil earlier when you said he was going to die. It's exactly how it happened in the game. You came right through the door, pow, right in the face.
Because the way it happened, though, from the everything going on. Oh. Pardon?
Is that how it is?
Nope.
I'm behind you. You were just shut up. Don't say nothing. And now we're going to the Abby storyline.
Mm-hmm.
So they left it on the cliffhanger. And now we go to the Abby storyline for season 3.
Isn't that lovely?
I hate this Abby.
This Abby could have been Ellie. And then you could have had a bigger lady.
Yeah.
By her.
Because I want to say she could play Abby in the second part of the second game. She could. But Big Bad Abby? Nah, I'm not seeing it.
Hey, Quest/CenturyLink Field, home of the Seattle Seahawks.
No one cares. 12th man is not important anymore.
Not since LOB left. Just don't act like Cam Chancellor wasn't that dude.
He was.
Seattle. Ooh, a Space Needle. Ooh. Sorry, I'm from there.
Have flashbacks.
There's 13 minutes left. Are y'all recap? It's all recap. And now they're trying to promote the American Sign Language one for me because I find that just lovely.
All right, so
before we get there, let me at least put up the review first, just so we can get your thoughts out there. We will have a separate review, but we're going to do this one for y'all who are here for the live because we appreciate y'all. Because I don't have any editing equipment, so I can't just do what I normally do, grab the review and move on. So
we'll give it like a little pause. And then review.
The review. I'll have to make a whole new room for the other one.
We'll not do that. We're just gonna talk here.
We need to. Go ahead.
I hit it again.
God dang it. Every time we just bah. All right, folks.
Did you hear it?
Yep. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. But we have finally finished Last of Us Season 2. Leave your thoughts, your feelings, things you want to talk about below, because this will be a different review than what we normally do. Because normally we go into the review, I'll grab the editing footage, I'll clip everything out, and then it'll be, one concise video. But because I don't have any editing equipment, as I'm not at home, because I'm in Atlanta, we're gonna do things a little bit differently. Just chime in with whatever you got. We'll talk about things, but as always, we'll start off with the man who actually knows what the heck he's talking about, Tony.
So we had this discussion in MomoCon how I just can't shut off when I know what's going to happen. It's pretty much what the game was. So it's what we expected. After Joel, it does slow down a lot. Ellie is the main character from here out. You do have her supporting crew, which was Jesse, Dina, and Tommy. Those are the main ones in the game. And Jesse, as we saw, just got eliminated, which kills the throuple, because in my opinion, if he would have stayed around in the game, he would have been a problem for Dina and Ellie. We know this. So the writers got rid of him. I'm fine with that. I hated that he got shot so quickly, because he was a great character for me. I enjoyed his whole arc. I enjoy his interaction with all the characters, but some things
found a responsibility number one, go to the first checkup. Peace.
Right. So we understand that, like we said during the stream, Ellie is the only one that's unkillable. Only one. So I need everybody to realize that from here out, there's another unkillable character, but those that haven't played the game, I'm gonna leave that to your imagination. Everybody else is up for grabs. So with us ending on the shot, that'll pick up, I guess, season 4, I guess.
Depends, unless they really want to rush things, because you could probably get most of her story, from what I've heard, probably about 4 or 5 episodes, and then right through the finish.
Honestly,
8 episodes is a whole season.
Honestly, this, from where we are right now, and the Abby storyline, which is interesting in the game, I will say, honestly, I enjoyed the Abby storyline more than the Ellie part of the game. But that's just me. Her storyline does get deep into her backstory, and it deep dives into her character and why she is like she is. So I'm interested to see. So far, they've gone almost pound for pound, minor changes. I want to see how they do this. I want to see it.
It's provided something that's very interesting for me, because it's very rare, as we all know as gamers, to have anything translate on to the either TV or movie side of things in a positive manner. This is one of the few shows that's managed to do it.
It's a bad game and storyline. It's still entertaining. So we have to not hold this season up to Pedro's season, because we know he was a star. He ran everything. He was the reason that season was so good. That storyline was so much better. Now you just have to know this is what we have. This is what it's going to be for the next season.
And I'm assuming, Antonio, to your point, that from Abby's perspective, we're going to see some of what Tommy does potentially in the next season. But for now, it's just going to be that mystery of, damn, bro was going off. I mean, we don't see how it happened, but you heard the shots. You knew he was able to go in there, infiltrate, get out, perfectly okay. And then, we finished the episode and come to find out either their location was given out, they followed him, they followed somebody else, they just kind of happened upon the right area at the right time. But to get the jump on not only Tommy, but Jesse, Dina is still out somewhere in this area.
She's still back in the movie there.
So we are in a interesting conundrum for what we have with our characters.
I can say it. Never mind. I can't say it.
It's the joy of the little sleep, see how well your filter really works. But like, this has been a good season. I enjoyed season 1 more, but this has been a good season. It's a lot like we talked about earlier. As like almost accidentally, like we're having like the perfect setup because Black Panther happened to be on TV, and we just started riffing because this is what we do. We're geeks. We've been talking about geek stuff for the last 4 or 5 days incessantly. So you can't compare something that was great to say like Black Panther 1 or Last of Us season 1 to the next season and try and keep holding to that bar, because we, in both things, we lost integral characters, obviously for significantly different reasons, because unfortunately we lost Chadwick Boseman, an icon, a legend, a man of great character, integrity, all that good stuff. So he wasn't able to reprise his role. Pedro, because of the way the game went, his character passed on and we'll only see him via flashback. But the quality is going to suffer because people were so attached to that character. Once they're gone, people are like, why do I care? It's exactly like The Witcher, except The Witcher's last season was pretty much awful. We covered it on the channel. I enjoyed some of it, but most of it did suck. And now that you are missing Cavill, everyone's like, I don't care about next season. I don't even know if it's going to happen. It's not the same.
Right. You have to, and it's hard for me, so I can speak from this. You have to not get attached to characters and attach yourself to the show. That's the biggest thing. And I know it's hard. Everybody's going to have their favorite characters. Everybody's going to have their favorite story. But if you're going to be a fan of a show, you need to be a fan of the show, and not just one person in the show. It's like when me and Brent talk sports, we have our favorite teams. We also have our favorite players. Our team doesn't change just because a player leaves.
Antonio, I appreciate you. Go ahead, talk about your favorite teams.
I can't talk no more. Antonio is just goofy.
But I also appreciate 100%.
And he's right. He's only attached to Sophia. If you haven't
seen our Penguin live recaps, check those out.
On Penguin is,
Sophia Falcone just did it for him. That's his future wife, his boo thang, his special lady, one of a kind. But like I think your point that you're trying to make, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, is that we all have favorite teams, favorite players, favorite things we associate with, but we're overall fans of the sport.
Correct.
And that's what we're truly attached to. We love football. Sure, we have, significant differences because our teams even played each other in a Super Bowl. Sure, we talked a little crap, but like at the end of the day, once the game was over, you move on. That's all you can do, because it's like his team, my team, all part of the same grand hierarching sport.
Yep.
And we enjoy that sport very thoroughly and almost analytically, to a sense that's probably unhealthy, but we're still here for it because, that's what we like. And it's like Game of Thrones is the best way to learn how to detach yourself from characters, because you pick a character in season 1, and if they make it to season 3, you're lucky, because most of the cast is gone.
Walking Dead is another show. Do not attach yourself to anybody. Just don't.
It is a slower burn than Game of Thrones, but I've heard it's high quality. I watched 1 season and then I was out. I gave it a very fair shot, folks.
It is a very slow burn. It's more of character development than anything.
But Last of Us has been a good show. I won't say great show, but it's been enjoyable. It's been something that's easily been fun to hang out with y'all, talk about the show, everything going on with it, making me realize, maybe at some point I'll sit down and be like, cool, Last of Us, the game, for the channel. Might stream that at some point. You never know. But again, we have Fallout coming out in December. We're both hyped for that. And I know it's going to start leaning more into Fallout New Vegas vibes, which I know people are very hyped for. So I'm excited to see exactly what we have coming down the pipeline with that. Because for now, at least until I think July, there's not going to be a lot of amazing shows dropping for them because anime is going to be starting dropping in July because, that summer lineup, there's a bit of a pause. And I don't think there's a lot of big movies dropping in June.
It's going to be some horror.
Which, of course, we'll have covered. Anyone have any other final thoughts, suggestions, things? It was a good season. It's left on a good cliffhanger.
It was.
I'm very interested to see season 3, which I didn't think I would feel coming into this because even just doing season 2, I was like, really? We're going to keep doing this? And I was like, you know what? I'm happily wrong, and I'll take that every single day of the week. I am nothing but Maul's new show drops a long time from now. Disney has finally gotten the hint that quality over quantity.
Thank you.
So they're going to take their time with it. And even though I believe it's going to be an animated show and is going to introduce Darth Talon, who I absolutely love, and I know you're going to love, Antonio, she's a nice lady. You'll like her.
I like Star Wars.
But that'll be dropping probably sometime next year, if not the year after that, because I like the cast they've announced. I like the story I think they're going to go with. But again, it's a shot in the dark. I thought I knew where the story was going after Force Awakens in Star Wars. Boy, was I wrong. Very unhappily wrong.
I mean, if you like horror, I'm gonna be covering Welcome to Derry. Pennywise's origin.
And then there's a lot more horror dropping as well.
Aliens.
We even got an insider tip from Lenore Zahn about her upcoming show dropping.
Lenore
I think next.
The voice from Rogue from X-Men 97 has a new show coming out, and it's right up my alley. So we're going to cover that. Well, I'm going to cover that. I don't know if I can get Brent to be there.
I'll probably just be sitting in the background, just moderating, making sure he's not either A, cussing, or B, just like losing his train of thought, because especially after all these cons and stuff, man, is it so hard to have a filter, because once you talk to this point where it's like my voice dropped an octave, his voice dropped an octave, you can see the bags under my eyes. It's been a blast. It's been a pleasure. It's been a privilege. My English is now failing me right at the very end. Thank goodness. That, I'm ready for bed, folks, and then I got a flight tomorrow to come back home.
His bed is right behind him.
I'm just going to fall out of this chair and just be like, goodbye, have a good one. But we still have to do our official review after this. So be sure to check that out if you want like more sights, more sounds, maybe some new insight that we may particularly have after we have a second to kind of think about things, reformulate things. Antonio, thank you for carrying chat on your back like the champion you are. You deserve Sophia and all the happiness in the world together with her.
You have two Sophias.
Wow, that's an honor and a privilege. And as always, the subscribe button, because always YouTube promotes your videos when you say like, comment, and subscribe in that particular order, because the algorithm is... Oh, Iron Man sucks. Did you hear that? I heard that secret going around the con. A lot of people were saying that.
A lot of people saying that around the con.
Hey, Will, did you know that Iron Man sucks? Because a lot of people say he sucks. So shout out to you. Shout out to him.
You can do about it.
MomoCon 2025. It's been a blast. The next time you'll see me, I'll be home.
You'll have his headphones and
some new merch for you guys to check out. I'll see you then.